Starting today's video with a famous saying, and this famous saying is, big things come in small packages. And who better example than Sachin Tendulkar, the god of cricket. So, same thing is happening in immigration too. Hello friends, this is Satvinder Bhatia from Sukhmani Immigration Services, Brampton, Canada. I'm a regulated and licensed Canadian immigration consultant. Today, very excited to share with you a video in which it's a big thing from a small province. So what is that big thing? I'll share everything with you. But before that, a request, if you have still not subscribed to the channel, please consider subscribing. We talk a lot about Canadian immigration news, update, tips and tricks on this channel. If you like the video, please share it with your family and friends so that they can also benefit. And please press the bell icon so video comes to you immediately when we upload. So let's get started on today's very important video, which is about a PNP program, and this PNP program comes under the PNP series. So I have a complete video on what is PNP. I will highly recommend that you watch this if you have not seen this video before, because this will give you the idea about what PNPs are and which PNP is good, how the PNP will benefit. All these things will be answered in the general PNP. So with that, let's move on to a specific PNP, which is from a smallest province. It's a Canada's smallest province in terms of size, in terms of population. And this smallest province is, yes, you guessed it right, Prince Edward Island, PEI, Prince Edward Island, and we are going to talk about its PNP. And this PNP is for critical worker. So what is that? We'll share everything with you, but before that, let me tell you, this Prince Edward Island, this is such a small province that finding it on the map of Canada will be a challenge. It's not easy. It's such a small dot. If you see this is the map of Canada, you won't be able to find where Prince Edward Island is. So I have to mark it with the red arrow just to make sure that you look the location. This is where the Prince Edward Island is. Such a small, it's an island surrounded by water from all sides. The connection to this island is through a bridge. It's a 13-kilometer long bridge, beautiful drive. It's a 13-kilometer long drive. You'll love the drive, and this is a Confederation bridge. You'll like, once you drive through this, you will love this. So Prince Edward Island, although small in size, but it's big on immigration. So Prince Edward Island has a really big focus on immigration. You can come to Prince Edward Island in three ways, and these three ways are the federal way, right? If you got a federal immigration through express entry or whichever category, you can come here, you can choose this province, or you can come under Atlantic Immigration Program, AIP. So I have a complete video on AIP. If you have not seen that, I would recommend that you have a look on this AIP program. But today we are going to talk about a PNP program from Prince Edward Island. This PNP program is not, PNP is not just one thing. They are a group of programs. So to understand the PNP, let us look at the group first. So Prince Edward Island PNP program is basically having three categories. So one, which every province has it, which is called Express Entry Linked. So Express Entry Linked, for that you need to have a profile in Express Entry. If you have a profile in Express Entry and simultaneously you get here the nomination, you get 600 points, then this is called Enhanced or Express Entry Linked PNP. But we are not going to talk about this. There is another one which is called Labor Impact. There is another one which is called Business Impact. So Business Impact is for the entrepreneurs or businessmen. Labor Impact is the one which we are going to talk today. Under the Labor Impact also, there are 5 categories. So under labor impact, there are 5 categories. The first one is skilled worker. The second one is intermediate experience stream. The third one is critical worker. And the fourth one is occupations in demand. And the last is international graduates. So these are the 5 broad categories under the labor impact PNP. But we are going to talk about the one which is right in the center, which is critical worker. So why critical worker? Because the requirements are easy, simple. And when you have an easy requirement, you can easily fulfill the requirement and come to Canada. So this is a critical worker is useful not only for people who are sitting outside Canada, but those students who are in Canada and who are not able to get PR, they can also use this and get their PR. So now let's talk about the critical worker labor impact category, critical worker requirements. So the requirements for Prince Edward Island critical worker PNP are like this. The first requirement is education. You just need grade 12, that's all. You don't need any degree, any college diploma, that's it. Just a grade 12, that's all. So then in terms of age allowed is 18 to 59. Look at the broad range they have offered, 18 to 59. IELTS, everybody gets scared. Can you believe the CLB requirement is just 4, CLB 4, and NOC, people struggle to get NOC B job, not required. NOC is, first of all, NOC is no more, it is TEER now, and under TEER also, you can go also below Tier 3, Tier 4, Tier 5, all are allowed. So this is for Tier 4, Tier 5 category. You need to have minimum 2 years of experience, full-time experience, and then 6 months you have worked for a PEI employer, and lastly you should have a valid work permit and legal status in Canada, and demonstrate that you have genuine intentions of settling in PEI. So these are the requirements. I'm sure the next thing you will ask is, tell me how to apply. So how to apply is you can create expression of interest. You have to make your profile, create expression of interest. There is no fee to make expression of interest, but if selected to apply for nomination, the fee is $300 Canadian, and that's the non-refundable fee which you will be paying to the government fee. So now what happens after nomination? So if you receive a nomination, you will be responsible for application for PR to IRCC. So IRCC, once they receive your documents, they will assess your admissibility and medical checks, and then if everything is okay, then they can grant you the PR. So this is as simple as that. And once again, I have to tell you one important thing. There are so many PNPs. Everybody's profile is different. Every case is different. If you want to discuss your visa or immigration case with us, you can book an appointment. Our address, email ID and phone number. Everything is shared right here with you. Very important thing. If still you have not subscribed to the channel, please consider subscribing, and thank you very much for watching the video. Thanks.